Yeah, good morning guys. Mine happened to our friends in the Philippines. Guys, on the screen, Belle Gibson, uh, an Aussie blogger. And before this video starts guys, there is no significance about the fact that Belle comes from Australia. No significance whatsoever. Uh, Her story needs to be told, and that's what we're going to do today. Now, we're not going to go into great detail. We're going to bring out the important parts of Belle's story. Now, Belle Gibson, young lady, 20-year-old, single mother, was struggling in life, and what she decided to do was to open a YouTube channel and start vlogging. And she was doing daily vlogs. And Belle came up with an idea. And that idea was that she would tell her audience that she had a brain tumour. Of course, that tapped into a lot of people's interest. She gained quite a following, and she told people she didn't have long to live. And she went through the whole process of losing her hair. She actually shaved her head, but she lost her hair. She added into the mix that she had a child. She was a young single mum. So that garnered a lot of sympathy. And of course, suffering from a brain tumour, donations came in. And as I say, she was doing these daily vlogs, and when it got to the time of having treatment, chemotherapy and radiotherapy, Belle informed her audience, her followers, which was a large following by this time, she informed them that she was not going to have chemotherapy. She was not going to have radiotherapy. Instead, what she said she was going to do was she was going to go on a high veg diet. She'd read somewhere that a high veg diet is a cure, and her followers were glued to her daily vlogs. This young, brave young lady, single mother, being very brave by refusing radiotherapy and chemotherapy, is going for an alternative treatment. And of course, again, donations flooded in. And then, after a number of months, miraculously, Belle's brain tumour shrank. In fact, Belle's brain tumour disappeared. She was cured. Now, upon being cured, everyone was saying it was a miracle. Her followers, her fans, and she continued to do her vlogs, and she then decided to sell her veg diet online, and to anyone that wanted to buy it, and all proceeds would go to charity. And of course, again, donations flooded in. Now, Belle wasn't satisfied with that, and she did a vlog one day, and she told her followers that the cancer was back. It was in her bloodstream, cancer of the blood. It was in her liver. It was in her bladder. In fact, it was all over her body. And the sympathy that she garnered, the donations that she garnered from that was overflowing. And then of course, there has to come a time when this all has to come to a head. She's riddled with cancer. And one day, what Belle did was she sat down and she did a daily vlog and told everyone she'd lied. She'd been telling pork pies. Now, this young lady raised a total of $300,000, yes, $300,000. And bear in mind that she said that everything that was raised online through buying her high-veg diet would go to charity. None of that money went to charity. And, of course, police got involved. And Beth was, or Belle was taken to court, shall I say. Now, that's her story. You can go online, guys, type in Belle Gibson, Aussie blogger, and read her full story if you want to hear the full story. However, eventually, Belle was diagnosed, and she was diagnosed with Munchausen by Internet, the sickness of bloggers who fake it online. And it says there's the headline. Australian blogger Belle Gibson has been exposed for fabricating a tragic cancer story. But her strange behaviour is more common than you'd think. Faking disease in return for online fame is now recognised as a medical condition. And guys, very important to remember that this condition, Munchausen by Internet, refers to anyone who puts up a video whether they are ill or they are faking it. It's the mere act of putting the video up on the internet to look for sympathy, to look for a cash donation, to look for fame. Yes, fame and fortune. Put the video up and sit back and let the donations roll in. Which brings me to these two scumbags. And up on the screen, guys, we have Brian Granville Smith from A Foreigner Farming in the Philippines, and his wife, Maricel Smith. Now, it's well documented, and we have done lots of videos on the subject of these pair and the brain cancer scam that they came up with. Now, the scumbag on the left hand side, Brian Granville Smith, Bosshog from the Bosshog, decided some time ago, and I'll say this for those people who are not aware of it, he decided to write a letter to Terence Flannery, Tintin, and Terence Flannery subsequently made a video which was titled Maricel and Brian, or Brian and Maricel, a love story. And in that video that he made, the similarities are too much of a coincidence when you compare it to the young lady who we featured earlier, Belle. And he did say in the video, guys, that Brian told him that Maricel had non-survivable brain tumour. He also told us that she would not be taking chemotherapy. She'd refused treatment and decided to lay her fate, rest her fate with God and a diet. Just like this young lady, Belle Gibson, just like what she did. The similarities are striking. It's almost like Tintin, Bosshog and Maricel have done a bit of research and have actually copied this young lady's story. But anyway, guys, as I say, the three of them got together, the video went up, and of course Tintin is telling everyone to put them in the prayers and pray for them, and he was nearly in tears when he read out the video. But the donations flooded in. They absolutely flooded in. Now, this scumbag here, Bosshog, sometime later, because when you get on the internet and when you put a video up on the internet saying your wife is dying, there's got to be the end game. It's got to culminate, obviously, in a loss of life, isn't it? But in this case, it didn't. And sometime afterwards, he was asked the question, how was Maricel doing? And he then went on to say, well, it was a false diagnosis. Now, he will not answer questions about the brain cancer scam. If you ask a question in his live stream about the brain cancer scam, you will be blocked. They don't want to go there because it was a scam, and it was Munchausen by internet. That's exactly what it was. Putting a video up online to look for donations, look for sympathy. That's what this pair did, and they won't revisit it. You'll be blocked if you ask a question about it. They don't want to know anything or any question about the fake illness suffered by Maricel. And let's be honest here, if your wife was suffering from a brain cancer tumour and she was suddenly, miraculously cured, you would shout it from the high heavens. You would tell everyone you know in your family, close friends, that she was cured. Yet, these pair do not want to go there. And guys, just lately, we've had a spate of people visiting hospitals and putting videos up online. And we recently did a video of Lady Beth lying on the bed in the hospital, all dramatic, with a drip in her hand. Nothing wrong with her. But Tintin stood there with a camera, panned round the bed and the ward, and held up the hospital bill. Didn't say a word, just held the bill up. Guys, a seasoned scammer is Tintin, and that video they put up there, Munchausen by internet. The old scammer is guilty also. He's guilty, and they have done it many times. Also recently, Gina was sat by the bed of Tatay. Tatay was in hospital, and she made this video, and Tatay may have been ill. He may have been ill, but that's not the point. The point is that they've put the video up, this Munchausen by internet is the fact that the person who put the video up is looking for sympathy. They are looking for donations. Put a video up, sit back, let the donations flood in. That's what it's all about. And another thing about really is, if you're ill, you go to the doctors, you go to the hospital, you get it sorted. You don't make a song and dance about it, but these people do. And this video here, done by Gina. Tatay was released from hospital, and 2 days later, he's back in the rice fields. So Gina then decides, that she's going to do a video and tell everybody that she's ill, e-begging and looking for sympathy. There's nothing wrong with her. She's not ill. She's blinking a lot, which tells you she's lying. She's feigning illness. She is looking for sympathy. This person up on the screen is an e-begging scumbag and is guilty of Munchausen by internet. She thought that she made a few dollars off the back of Tatay's illness. She did say, thank you to all those people who helped financially. So she thought she'd have another go. A few days later, then she put this video up, a doctor's visit, and she sat there telling people a diagnosis. She sat there telling people how she felt. Guys, you've got to see through these people and what they are. And a foreigner's life in the Philippines, James and Jessica. Jessica is Lady Beth's sister. Now, this young couple, she may have been genuinely ill. However, that's not the point. The point is that they put that video up. In fact, they've put many videos up about Jessica's illness. And it's the act of putting up a video about someone's illness that results in Munchausen by internet. I suggest everyone goes, guys, and researches Munchausen by internet. And I suggest everyone goes and takes a look at the Belle Gibson story. Because these people, Brian Granville Smith from A Foreigner Farming in the Philippines, Terence Flannery from A Foreigner in the Philippines and his wife Beth. We've also got Tatay and Gina from Gina and Red the Journey, are all guilty. Every one of them is guilty of Munchausen by internet. And every one of them has one thing in common. And what is the one thing? All liars, because they're all liars. What is the one thing that all liars have in common? One of the reasons people lie is to control how someone feels by making up something or stretching the truth. Liars can manipulate how their listeners will react, especially if they know their audience well. Liars don't only hide the truth, they hide their feelings too. They lie to avoid facing the facts. Guys, control how someone else feels. All these people that we've pointed out today, Belle Gibson, Bosshog and Maricel, Tin and Lady Beth, Gina and James and Jessica. All these people put videos up on the internet with the sole aim of changing how someone thinks. They have totally sucked people in with a pity me vote. They will sit there. They will sit there. They will lie. Liars can manipulate how their listeners will react. Sit there, tell a lie, sit there, show them an hospital bed with a patient, show them or tell them, I've got an illness. And people start feeling sorry for you and they send money. And all these people are guilty of the same thing. Now guys, of all these people we've shown you, they're all friends. They're a circle of friends. Bosshog, Tintin, Gina and Jim's are all friends. And as we said, we've had a spate of hospital visits, people being taken to hospital lately, and it's almost like they compare notes and watch each other's videos or discuss the scams that they're going to be coming up with in the near future. Because this group of people who are friends and relatives are doing videos the same as each other. They are mirroring what this young lady, Belle Gibson, did. And that is Munchausen by Internet. Guys, if Bosshog support us, or Tintin support us, or Gina support us, can't see through this, they must be absolute fools. Absolute fools. It's recognised now that the internet is full of people putting up videos of family members and relatives who are ill in hospital, and there is no reason whatsoever to put a video up. None whatsoever. Get it sorted, don't make a song and dance about it. But put that video up for one reason and one reason only. It's not about their life, as they will have you think it is. It's about getting you to feel sorry for them and send them donations. So guys, with that in mind, do a little bit of research on Munchausen by Internet, a recognised medical condition. A recognised medical condition that vloggers are using. And do go away, guys, and research Belle Gibson, the Aussie vlogger, because it's too much of a coincidence between Belle and maricel and the story that Bosshog and Tintin put out there. Be aware, guys, that these people all work together. Tintin, Brian, Bosshog, Gina, they all work together, they're all friends. They're all scammers. They're all users and abusers. So guys, till the next time, don't get sucked in. Do not get sucked in by the bohovel scumbags. Bye for now.